Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Utility Sports. Quick message here. This is a pre-recorded video that will be set to come out on Tuesday. The time you're watching this, I'm probably in Las Vegas watching some NBA Summer League action. And this video is a little bit different from what we normally record, but I think it's a really great opportunity post-NBA draft, post-NBA postseason and everything to actually talk about something I've been meaning to on the channel for a little bit of time here. And it's about Mark Cuban, the Dallas Mavericks owner, and how he's changing the world. For those who have been around the channel, you guys know I'm a Mavericks fan, but this video is not going to talk as much about Dallas and more so about Mark Cuban and some of his other endeavors that I think are really important. If you guys are new to Utility Sports, make sure to leave a like on today's video and also subscribe for more future NBA content. Of course, this video a little bit different in terms of format, but again, really important and something I really want to share on the channel. So here's a video preview. Mark Cuban's greatest accomplishment. That's what we're going to be talking about. That's what I'm labeling this, his greatest accomplishment. I know a lot of you are going to think, oh, it's got to be the 2011 Mavs championship run, right? You're a Mavs fan? Not quite, not exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're also going to talk about his impact on the world and what we're exactly discussing today, and then written testimonials from others, which I think is really important in terms of looking at how impactful Mark Cuban is right now in the lives of others. So his greatest accomplishment to me is his new company, CostPlusDrugs. It's a CostPlusDrugs company that, as you can see from their Twitter bio, what do? They make and distribute low-cost versions of high-cost drugs with radically transparent prices. They're very open about their prices, and there's a reason why. Their prices are a lot cheaper than others, and it's really a great thing to see. And you might be wondering why I want to talk about this. This is life-changing for a lot of other people. How is this possible? Well, there's lack of advertising. CostPlusDrugs does not pay for your traditional advertising like you see from most drug companies in terms of, oh, here's a minute-long commercial during the Super Bowl, or a 30-second commercial during, just regular TV programming. He's not paying for YouTube ads. There's not money going out the door for that thing, and it lets word of mouth advertising fill the void, and it's really been productive. The savings are incredible. So if you're a person who you feel like at some point someone in your family or you yourself needs to find drugs, and honestly they're at a very expensive price point that you feel like maybe you can't afford, CostPlusDrugs is there for you. That's the whole point of this company. They save millions of dollars not paying for advertising, and this is an example of what this company needs you to do. They need you to do what I'm doing right now and go and spread the word on this company, because it can save you so much money. And honestly, Mark Cuban's impact is so immense. First of all, he has almost 9 million followers on Twitter. So obviously the ability to spread information by word of mouth is largely popular today with social media and Twitter. And Mark Cuban does a really good job of that on his own Twitter platform. We also saw that the CostPlusDrugs Twitter account has over 70,000 followers. So there is a ton of word of mouth advertising already going on just from those two accounts, but also it's very reliant on other people. His wealth as well definitely helps bankroll part of the operation. This is not a money grab for Mark Cuban. Obviously, you guys probably know him from either owning the Dallas Mavericks, which is a great business investment from when he bought them back over 20 years ago to where they're at now in terms of evaluation based on price point. He's definitely come out well in a lot of his business ventures. A lot of you probably know him as well from Shark Tank, where he's been obviously very notable and prominent. But I think the biggest thing here is he cares for people. Part of his slogan is be a better human. And this has been huge for CostPlusDrugs. The entire point of this company is not to line his own pockets, but instead to help others who really seriously need help in a lot of ways. There's a lot of times that we kind of take for granted some of the benefits you might have, or some of the things that, maybe you're not going through that other people are. And I think this is a really good example of that here, where Mark Cuban is doing a great job putting his best foot forward and really with this company changing the world. I really do believe that. So let's look at some of those testimonials. These are going to be people that have bought from CostPlusDrugs, and it's going to talk about their savings. And even in some of the testimonials, they'll talk about how they could not actually afford to continue buying the medicine that they needed to. but because of this company, they could. So here, Lisi from Twitter says, my insurance doesn't cover my new prescription and wanted to charge me $600 for a 3-month supply. That's right, $200 a month. We're talking substantial amounts of money for medicine. CostPlusDrugs has my prescription for $14. Mark Cuban saving the day wasn't on my 2022 list of things, but that's what he's doing here. And you see, that is a massive price difference. Even if that's $14 a month or even $14 every 2 weeks, you're still saving substantial money here. And this is life-changing for people like Lisi here in this example, where they're able to go out and afford the medicine that they need to without having to, let go of other things in their life, without having to jeopardize their financial standing. And then you look at this one here from Jeffrey. It says, my wife needs a special drug for renal failure. Her insurance does not cover, which is surprising, as they used to. And that's obviously a big issue as well in the pharmaceutical world right now. CVS, $4,700. Local pharmacy in town, $900. CostPlusDrugs, $57. He says, thank you to Mark Cuban and all involved. And it is more than Mark Cuban as well. There's a ton of great people working on this, obviously in the creation of the drugs and everything that goes on behind the scenes that we don't necessarily see. They're all doing a great job here to help people like Jeffrey and others around him to get the drugs that they need to keep their loved ones around. And it's really, really an important topic that, again, this isn't as much about sports like this, the content on the channel usually is, but I hope you guys are seeing some of the great results from this company that are really, again, I keep saying it, life-changing amount of money that is being saved. It's awesome to see. Another testimonial here from Hirsch says, saw PT this week. She has epilepsy. She was having frequent mini seizures. Why? Couldn't afford her Keppra. We looked it up on CostPlusDrugs, $6.60. Couldn't have been happier. Thank you to Mark Cuban and Alex Osh. Hashtag game changer. And that's really what we're seeing. Again, this is huge. Everything that is going on in the world right now, there's so many things that are, going down the barrel. Everything's, there's always stuff going wrong. But this is one of those few things that, again, I think is just changing the world for the better. And Mark Cuban is highly in a position to thank for this. Here, another one. Mark Cuban says, I just paid $17 for a 90-day supply of an RX that would have cost me $360 on a 30-day supply with a national chain. When I told the doctor about CostPlusDrugs, she was blown away. She said this would be life-changing for many patients. And it is. And this is the other thing, too. A lot of doctors might not even know about CostPlusDrugs, which seems like that should be impossible. Doctors should know everything about the drug companies and everything. Some of them probably don't. It's part of the, flaw here without spending money on advertising. Some people don't know what is out there. And CostPlusDrugs is a great option. Again, look at how much money people are saving with these options. Another one. Crystal here says, I stopped taking a med for my depression at the beginning of this year because I changed insurance and the price went up. $250 for a 3-month supply. I just ordered the same medicine from CostPlusDrugs for $12. Thank you, Mark Cuban, for doing something of substance with your billions. And yes, Mark Cuban has so much money that he probably doesn't even notice when millions of dollars go missing. But it's honestly such a great investment from him. And again, people like Crystal here and some of the other testimonials we've seen really rely on something like this to continue to be able to take the medicine that they really need. Another one here from Alex. Just found a 3-month supply of the antidepressants I take for only $28, saving me over $930 for the same 3-month span. It's incredible what you're doing. And he was obviously replying to Mark Cuban there. So really glad for Alex as well there. And then one final testimonial here. I have one medication that I literally wouldn't be able to eat anymore without it. My insurance refuses to cover it. GoodRx got it down to like $100. GoodRx is a really good company as well. CostPlusDrugs, though, $7.60 for 3 months worth. That is absolutely mind-blowing and incredible for this person. I mean, look at the saving even compared to GoodRx. We're talking 7.6% of the price. That is insane how much cheaper it is. So my call to action to you, please share CostPlusDrugs with others. I'm not affiliated at all with this company. I'm not affiliated with Mark Cuban. Obviously, I'm a Mavericks fan, but again, this doesn't really make me want to push anything other than the fact that I think with my platform here, I do really want to share this. I think that CostPlusDrugs, from everything I've heard, everything I've seen, seems like a phenomenal company that is saving a lot of people a lot of money. And if you are in a position that you need medicine badly and you feel like you can't afford it, you need to go and look at this route for yourself and see if they have what you need covered on their website, on their company, because it could save not only you a lot of money, it could also save your life or the life of a loved one. And again, I keep saying this, it is really changing the world. It is hugely important that we have something like this. Mark Cuban, a lot of credit goes to him for this. And honestly, we're at a spot in the world where we need stuff like this. With society, with how much money it costs to get medicine, I'm not taking any stance on it, but it's a lot of money and some people just flat out can't afford it. So Mark Cuban really doing a solid here and is changing the world for the better. I 100% agree. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I know this video was a little bit different than our other ones. If you're interested in some sport videos, go check them out on the channel. We've got a ton of options for you, almost 900 videos on the channel. Then also leave a like and subscribe for more future sports content. Again, this is probably going to be one of the only videos that comes across this way with, CostPlusDrugs. We usually don't record on stuff like this, but I thought it was a really great opportunity to share with you guys. So make sure you go share with others what you learned from this video. Tell people about CostPlusDrugs. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the very next utility sports video.